Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to a city immortalized in song. Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, and home to the Western Michigan Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Ooh, it's chilly. 32 degrees.
The Chippewas will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Broncos offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a right.
Turning it on! He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Looking for space. It's Marshall. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Back to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the first down. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
Oh,
they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So Central Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires deep for the end zone.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and that's just on to the next down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, running back gets to give.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the try is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. You're trying to break this scoreless tie, and instead you knock it off the post.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Fighting off the defender.
How?
And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll try it again. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw.
No.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Hawkins there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First play of the period, 1st down here. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run the option. The pitch. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
That's reeled in. It's Booker. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And And the Chippewas will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter.
Gonna take a shot. Breaks it inside the 10. Touchdown Broncos! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. It's a reverse. He's in open space downfield. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Chippewas will call on their punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Broncos want to pick up the tempo.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Quickly to the tight end. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Oh, you put him on the wrong side, my boy.
Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the
On the wrong
defense.
side, my boy.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Boise State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon State. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll pull it on the read. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Where's my tackle at? Oh, he didn't run the fucking
Wow, they've been
stunt, bro.
waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got the tight end outside.
He really caught that shit.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the...
It's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, looking for a space. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime. They've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Chippewas will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Broncos want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Safe completion on the screen. On the move at the 30. It's a seam wide. Touchdown Broncos. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Oh, he's got some space. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up second down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll give it to him again. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Chippewas with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On the option.
Great.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. With the catch, it's Hardy. This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They just keep firing. Makes the catch. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
Why?
On the move, it's Ray. Brought down after keeping those
hurt?
powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
What's your...
We've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They'll go up top on second and short. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Western Michigan! And the pummeling has started. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Going to swing it on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it.
He caught it? Wow.
There he goes.
How?
And he'll take it in and house it.
I just don't
Touchdown,
understand.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him.
That was a terrible
He got to
pass.
step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
trying to run it in. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to come into this lead any further.
I don't know why I
If
keep
they're going to
getting
pull
lost.
off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
The Western Michigan
Keep
offense
getting
ready to
lost.
go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pickett. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football.
Was that goal line? No, it couldn't have been goal line. Yeah, should have been over.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
They'll send the back in motion.
People with that.
Finding an escape route.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple of minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Finds a little space.
Play call.
Oh my God. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for it on 4th most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. From the gun. Bringing the heat. Caught in the backfield. It's Lacey.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route. It's a big body route. A lot of times I throw it to my big guy who's going to catch it and give me positive yards most of the time.
Rush is on him. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. Quick step and go. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a wide open receiver. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And man, they're taking advantage right now.
The Broncos had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The play action fake. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals.